Hey guys, what's up? Today we are going to make a cheap skeleton look bomb. Cheap skeleton, you can usually get these for $29.99. If you bend them too much, they'll break. They are cheap. But that's okay, because we're going to take them, we're going to take a box of trash bags from the Dollar Tree. So $1 is all you're going to need in addition to the skeleton. Then we're going to use a heat gun. And the heat gun is going to melt the plastic on there. And what you're going to end up with is a skeleton that looks like it has melting flesh on it. And all you have to do is paint it. It's going to look amazing. I'm telling you. And the plastic makes it stronger, so you're not going to have to worry. So if you break it, what you can do is you can figure out where do you want to move that arm? Where do you want to move that leg? And then you just wrap it with plastic and go. And then it's just going to look even better. Now, of course, when you put all the plastic on them, they don't look done. It's not until you paint them. So I recommend painting with a brown and black base and then going over with the burgundy in different spots. And you can use sponges or you can just use spray paint. I use spray paint and then I just go back and forth between all three colors, and that's really going to make it look great. So what you're going to do is you're going to start out with your skeleton. And like I said, this is the $29.99 version. There's no sense in spending the $50 on the other posable ones if you're just going to cover it in plastic. It's not that big of a deal. And it's going to look kind of cool because this one has the lights. So they'll look neat hanging up on the porch. I've got 4 that I'm going to put across the porch this year. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with this, and you're going to take scissors. I'm using wire cutters, and I'm gonna cut off all the zip ties. All right, so now that we have all the zip ties cut off, now we can take our plastic bags. I just use Dollar Tree because they're cheap. You just want something thin. The thinner it is, the thinner the plastic, the faster it will melt. So I'm just gonna take a bag, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rip it into 2 pieces. There, and see, I just broke that because I want it to go like this. He's gonna have his arm out like this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my piece. I'm gonna take the wide side. The other side, I got bags with the ties at the end where you can hold them. All right, so I'm just going to take this and put it right along this bone, and then I'm just going to wrap it. It does not have to be perfect, just wrap it around there. Then you're going to take your heat gun and just go over top of it, and what it's going to do is it's just going to melt around those bones, and it's going to make it look like flesh once it's painted. So anywhere where there's a curve, I go a little bit longer so that way it's tighter around that. And then what I like to do is in between here where this bone is, these 2 bones, I'm going to go a little bit longer back and forth. And it's going to put a hole in there. And I want that in some spots. Because it's just more definition. Okay, So I just folded this in half so that way it's shorter, so that way I can go around its foot. So again, I'm just going to wrap it around there. There really is no method to this. Then put the heat gun on it. You do want to be careful that you don't burn yourself. What I do is I use a stick in some spots, but usually I just get it at the end so that way it grabs, and then I'll take my hand off. Now again, what I like to do is around the toes, anywhere where there's a separation, you're going to go a little bit longer so that way the plastic splits and you can see the bones and see that separation. All right, so there is one trash bag. You get the foot and up to the kneecap done. So now I'm just going to take the next trash bag and I'm just going to keep going. Remember, open up the trash bag, rip it in two, wrap it around, heat it up with a heat gun. It is that simple, and everybody is going to love your skeletons and think they are amazing. Now that we have all the plastic on these, now all we have to do is spray paint. And like I said, I use a black, sometimes a bright red, a dark red, and then a brown. And I'm just going to paint it all different colors, every which way. There is no method to this madness. So let's get started.